That's just circumstantial rather than a sign that he needs it. But it's it is a fact. He's an Exceeding Excel, and plenty of them do go on the body track.
Sheen Murphy taking the ride for Ed Walker. Our very own George Baker is doing the saddling for Ed today. And Summit Fever it is that heads to post. Currently the market leader with a Sheen Murphy. Past the 100 mark now for the season on board. Veleta is reasonably well supported. Cheveley Park, well-bred Cheveley Park filly for Clive Cox and Adam Kirby. I don't think she's ever going to scale the heights that some of her family have, but she's obviously got some talent. Yeah, and she's rock solid as opposed to one or two of these when they bounce back to their best. She's generally been in good form. She's gone up £4 for winning last time out, so she's a career high now. But it's reasonable for the level of form, and you'd imagine she's likely to run her race stall too. I think the draw, said this a few times, I actually don't think it makes much material difference these days, where there was obviously a time where stall 2 was a wonderful draw, and last year actually there was a time where stalls 1 and 2 I think were probably not a great draw, but I think now I don't actually think it much matters where you are. Yeah, I think on a good sound surface, unless the rail is in, the far side is not going to be a disadvantage. Not disadvantage, but I don't think he's. If I was drawn 7, I wouldn't be worried about that. Whereas before, you'd be thinking, absolutely. It's a massive draw. Huge, but that has been cancelled out. Let's talk about Sarah's Hope, because Ryan Moore is on and the original rider Kevin Lundy is off. Clearly that's a great late jockey booking for John Gallagher, and this gelding is in form. Very much. Beat the really game Pettit side at that one's favourite track, and on that one's favourite ground at Goodwood on heavy. Prior to that, Sarah's Hope has shown his form when runner-up on the Sounder Service here. The trouble is, he's now set, because of the win, he's £7 higher than when he was right. It's just really a question of whether the handicap has got him. He's certainly in form, as you say. He's not got a bad pedigree for a sprinter, and this is a horse who is attracting a lot of interest at the moment as well. He's now 100 to 30 from an opening show of 5 to 1. Vitari for Mick Shannon and James Doyle has been campaigned in typical Shannon fashion, pretty aggressively, but he's been running pretty well all season. He has. I just think he's probably just off the mark. The handicap knows plenty about him. He's just off about his right mark, no more than that. He won on soft 2 runs back, but he's got plenty of form on the Sounder Service. That's not a worry. He's maintaining his form without taking huge jumps forward. It's just a question whether the handicap has got him, but he should run his race. He looks a bit in-betweeny trip-wise. I wondered whether the stiff 5 might suit him. Yeah, you mean 5'6"? Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe, absolutely. Veleta is now the favourite at 3 to 1. Summit Fever is 100 to 30. Sarah's Hope, the same price, continues to be supported. Vitari is 11 to 2, and then last year's winner and others are bigger prices. Steve, I don't suppose you've had a bet in here. I haven't, and I've got no strong view. To be honest, I can sort of see fashion a case for a number of these horses. Even the possible Final Deal. I think if it went back to her Windsor form 2 runs back, she'd have some sort of a chance. Soft ground may have been against her last time out. She was behind today's non-runner, Sir Mare, but maybe that was an excuse. And Izzy Francis taking 7 off, carrying a total of 8 stone 4. She'll be running loose compared to most of these. And the last one to come forward will be the quite exposed but running okay filly Pink Flamingo. Kieran Schumacher riding that one for the first time for Michael Atwater. But the opening race of 7 on what is a lovely afternoon weather-wise here at Sanddown Park to be called by Richard Hoyles. Richard, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nick. It is a gorgeous day, isn't it? Last one in Pink Flamingo. Sets a few off. 5 furlongs for the Flyers handicap. 7 runners leave the stalls. Pretty good line. Out well in the pink jacket, Summit Fever, and the red, white and blue of Veleta. They're joined by Pink Flamingo up on the outside with the white face. That's the orange jacket, just ahead of Entar, who's next in green and red. Vitare is in midfield in the black with the white hollow box. Sarah's Hope towards the back and pushed along early on his Final Deal as they race through the first 2 furlongs, led by Summit Fever under Sheen Murphy. Holding the rail position is Veleta as they make their way towards halfway. Third for Pink Flamingo, Entar just pushed along with Vitare and still a couple of lengths to Sarah's Hope. And last of all is Final Deal. So approaching the final 2 furlongs, and now up the inside running rail, Veleta repressing Summit Fever. Pink Flamingo trying to join in. The trio remain a couple of lengths clear from Vitare, who's moved through into 4th place. Then they're driven along Entar. Sarah's Hope is staying on, but from a long way back, as these 3 still locked together as Pink Flamingo up on the outside has moved through to take a narrow advantage. Veleta's still there on the inside, and Veleta it is who's seeing it out stronger. And it's Veleta who prevailed by a neck from Pink Flamingo. Into 3rd place late on was Vitare. Summit Fever